We joke a lot of times about the fact that some people will step out of their car and immediately say, that's the one I want, and they're gone in 5 minutes. And then we'll have other people that I think really almost look at every tree we have before they choose the one they want. And that's okay too. That's part of it. We want them to enjoy the process of being out here, walking through the field and finding a tree that they want to take home. We bought the farm in '92, and before we even built the house, we started planting trees. To me, having a real tree and the aroma of that real tree and the experience of selecting a real tree is going to add more to the Christmas season than that tree that would come out of a box that's made in a foreign country somewhere. And so we have a renewable resource here. We grow trees. We plant more trees every year. We know that trees help create oxygen for us in the air. So while we're having fun selling trees, we also like to think we're helping the environment a little bit at the same time. So I think it brings back more to the actual Christmas season by having a real tree in the house, and they definitely smell a lot better than those plastic ones. Mark IV Christmas Tree Farm is a small choose and cut Christmas tree farm located just north of Cookeville. We're basically one of the smallest Christmas tree farms of the choose and cut variety in the state. We only keep about 1.5 acres of trees growing at any one time. A total number of around 1,100 trees of all sizes that we're attempting to grow. We keep about 6 different varieties growing at all times. Of course, our most common variety and the most predominant in East and Middle Tennessee is a white pine, the eastern white pine, and it's the one we sell the most of. We also carry Scotch pine, Norway spruce, Murray cypress, a variety called blue ice, which is a type of Arizona cypress, and we also have a very small number of canane fir. It's the only fir that we can grow at our elevation. Most fir trees have to be grown in the mountains of East Tennessee and North Carolina, but the canane will grow at our elevation here in Cookeville, but it takes a little longer than what it does with our pine trees. Most customers come in and they have an idea in mind of what a Christmas tree should like or what they're thinking they prefer. I guess most folks see the picture of the fir trees in their mind, and that's what they're looking for the most. But because of the softness and the ease of use of the white pines, a lot of folks go with those as a choose and cut type tree. Since we can't grow as many of the firs here, we do bring in some of those from the mountains to resell. And unlike some of the, I guess you'd say, big stores that handle Christmas trees, the trees that we bring in, we keep them watered the entire time that we have them, the pre-cut trees, the firs that we bring in. So that helps them stay fresh for our customers. It's just an extra feature we provide to make sure that they take home a good fresh tree. We get most of our plants in as seedlings. They're typically a 3 to 4 year old seedling, which is anywhere from 12 to 18 inches tall when we plant it. Most of our varieties, like the white and Scotch pine, Norway spruce, they'll take us anywhere from 6 to 8 years from the time we plant them until they're a sellable size in the 7 to 8 foot range. Some trees like the canane fir may take us up to 10 years to get the same height tree just because they grow naturally slower. So it's not a complicated process, it's just a time-consuming process, you might say, because you're spending a lot of years, you've got a lot of years invested in those trees before you've got them up to sellable size. We bought this small piece of ground that I knew wasn't big enough for any major farming enterprise. Then I thought with the help of my 2 sons who were quite young at the time that we could try the Christmas tree growing process and see how that goes, because we knew we could do that for me as a part-time job to go with my regular work, and it would be something that they would learn from and experience, hopefully something that would help them throughout life.
Growing up with it was different. All your friends go out and they're having fun and you're here mowing, but you learn things. You know, you understand that this is something for families. And when I was younger, I didn't understand that, but now as I'm older and have a family myself, I understand that this is an experience most people may not get during the holiday season. But we like to make sure the ones that do get it enjoy it and come back each year.
Luckily, we have a lot of families that come out and they'll unload out of the car or the van and go in 4 directions sometimes, looking at the trees and trying to come up with the one that they prefer the most. It is quite entertaining sometimes to see the selection process. Sometimes it's very simple, sometimes it takes them a little bit longer. But it can get very hectic. We have a very small farm, so sometimes parking gets to be a challenge. We have to kind of direct traffic a little bit some days. But we stack them in here and try to get them weighted on as quickly as we can and let at the same time let them stay as long as they want to and look around. Some families will bring their camera and take a picture by the tree that they purchased before we cut it for them. And so a lot of folks really make an experience out of it, and that's what we hope they'll do, so they'll have good memories of selecting the tree and good memories that Christmas to go with it. It's a unique process. We don't have that many folks in Tennessee that do it, but it's something that folks can make a little bit at while you're having a little bit of fun too.